chop, chop. What you doing, Dada?
I am making a new recipe called queso mac and cheese.
Ooh. And we're also cooking baby girl a grilled cheese because it's lunchtime and then nap time.
Yeah, we got a slow cooker, or no,
Crock pot. We got our first ever crock pot that we always said we would never get.
Right. So I got a crock pot. Well, because like we end up loving beef stroganoff, so I got the crock pot to make beef stroganoff. It just tastes better in a crock pot. And
we've already made it twice. No, 3 times. I think we've made beef stroganoff 3 times. And we've only had the crock pot like a month.
But now I want to use it more. And so this is one of those recipes. It's chicken queso mac and cheese. Alright, got the onions and bell peppers cut up. The recipe calls for 4 bell peppers, but we only did 2 since this is a new recipe. We're also going to be feeding this to baby girl, and Erica's not the biggest fan of peppers in mac and cheese. Erica doesn't like the skin sometimes. So these are going to go in the oven at 400 for 20 to 25 minutes, and then I'm going to start prepping the chicken that goes into the slow cooker. So the seasoning for this is onion powder, salt, pepper, and cayenne. So I added that all to this bowl. It also calls for garlic puree, but Eric and I like fresh chopped garlic, so I ended up doing 4 cloves of garlic here. I'm going to put those aside, and then I'm going to cut the chicken, put those in the crock pot, and add everything to the crock pot. It also calls for a can of Hunt's fire, or not Hunt specifically, but fire roasted tomatoes, and then it also calls for red enchilada sauce, and it calls for, let's see how much, 120 grams. So I'm going to end up splitting this in half. It only takes a half a can, but I'm also going to need this for the actual cheese sauce. The vegetables are out of the oven. Here's what they look like. And in the meantime, I was cutting the chicken. So I put 2 chicken breasts in here along with the onion and spice mixture, or not onion, the garlic and spice mixture. And then I also put the fire roasted tomatoes, and I did about a half to 2/3 of a cup of the enchilada sauce since it said 120 grams. So I did that, and now what I'm going to do is throw the roasted vegetables into there, and then I'll mix it up and turn it on low, and it'll cook for 3 to 4 hours. All right, so our crock pot doesn't have like a dial. It's actually got like 4 hours high, 6 hours high, or 8 hours low, or 10 hours low. Therefore, I'm going to set a 4-hour timer. I just put it on 10 just so I know that it won't shut off on me. So I'm going to set a 4-hour timer on my phone and let this cook. And here's what it looks like. You can see it's already started to steam up. So here it is. And we will see it in about 4 hours. All right, so it's been 4 hours, and sorry it steamed the camera up, but here's a look at the chicken and vegetables. It looks so good. And then I got the noodles going over here in our pot. So these should be done in about 6 minutes, give or take, and then I'll throw those in there. And then for the cheese sauce, it's just cottage cheese, the leftover enchilada sauce. There's also cheddar cheese, sharp cheddar cheese in there, and milk. And then last but not least is what we picked up yesterday, which is the cheddar cheese powder. And we're going to dump this in there as well. Put the pasta in there on top of the chicken, and here's what the sauce looks like. I hope my crock pot's big enough.
I think I'm going to need a spatula.
Now it's Erica's turn to take over because this is her favorite spot.
Oh,
Stirring.
spatula?
No, stirring.
Oh.
You hate stirring, especially when it's full.
You missed a drop.
Drop. I got 2 drops. It's gonna be saucy. Mac and cheese, mac and cheese. Look how thick and creamy this is. This looks so good. What are you making?
Applesauce muffins.
4, baby. That looks like a whole bunch of eggs right there.
Just one egg. I'm melting the butter. It takes 1 cup of applesauce, so I'm just using 2 of these Musselman's applesauce cups. Then it takes some vanilla extract. We picked this one up at TJ Maxx a while back. Then it takes cinnamon, baking powder, and baking soda, and a little bit of salt. A cup of flour, and I just use this King Arthur's all-purpose flour. I have my muffin pan sprayed. We just use a regular one, not mini muffins, because I don't have a mini muffin. Alright, I have the oven at 375. The muffins are in there. I don't have a mini muffin tray. It calls for a mini muffin tray, but she does say in the instructions that you can use a big muffin tray. She says if you use a big one, it's 22 to 26 minutes, but I'm doing a lot less because on her other recipe that I did previously, I almost burnt them because she said like 16 to 20 minutes, and they were done in like 12. And I had to put 14 to shortcut them just because I don't like burnt muffins, but they were already done, and they were like a little crispy, so I'm gonna do 14 and start there. Here's the amount of dough I have left. I did not fill the muffins all the way because I'm still making them skinnier, so that baby girl, like, I have more so I can freeze some, and they're like less for baby girl to eat since I made them for her. And then these are the oats that I use. Here's a look at the finished muffins, and they are so good. This might be my favorite recipe. I'll link it in the description, the website that I've been using and trying ones off of, but these are good.